Hey everyone, I'm making these bell pepper nachos with a 1-minute cheese sauce. Yeah, so these nachos are 100% keto, 100% gluten-free, and 100% tasty. I think you're gonna love them. So the first thing we're gonna make is the cheese sauce. So you wanna start off by warming up the half and half in a saute pan over a medium-low heat. Bring that up to temperature, warm it up, and then we're gonna incorporate our cream cheese and whisk in the cream cheese until it's fully folded into the half and half. So just a little tip here about cream cheese, since you're not using a ton in this recipe. If you have an unopened package of cream cheese, it'll last about 1 month past the best by date, but once it's opened, it's only gonna keep about 10 days in the refrigerator. You can freeze the cream cheese, but just a little tidbit here, the texture might change. So it might change a little bit, which would be fine for a recipe like this where you're incorporating it into a cheese sauce. It might be a little bit different if you're maybe spreading it on a bagel. Just keep that in mind, a little storage tip for cream cheese there. Okay, so now we're gonna add in our cheddar cheese. The thing about this is you really want to make sure that you don't apply a lot of heat when you're incorporating the cheddar cheese. So turn that heat down to low. We're going to add a little bit of the shredded cheddar cheese at a time, whisk that in until it's fully incorporated, and then add a little bit more. Just do it in batches until all of the shredded cheddar cheese is incorporated. Here's a little pro tip. Don't buy pre-shredded cheddar cheese for this kind of sauce. The problem with pre-shredded cheese is it's usually treated with like a potato starch or something to prevent the cheese from sticking together, which also makes it really, really difficult to use in a sauce. So pre-shredded is great for putting on tacos, not so much for a cheese sauce. If you did buy a block of cheddar cheese for this, like I said, so the thing is, like, cheddar cheese will last for about a month after the package is open, also about a month past the best by date. To store it and to keep it fresh, you want to wrap the unused cheese in parchment paper and then put it inside an airtight container or a plastic bag. It also freezes really, really well. So if you put it in the freezer, that cheese will keep for about a year. Okay, so we're making a nacho cheese sauce. We're gonna mix in our cayenne pepper, completely fold that in. If you don't like a lot of spice, you can leave that out. No biggie. So the thing about this cheese sauce is it's really forgiving compared to a traditional cheese sauce. You can keep it in the fridge in an airtight container for about a week. It will firm up from that cream cheese and the cheddar in there, so it'll turn into a really thick sauce, but it reheats really easily. Just pop in the microwave, put it in a saute pan. It'll quickly heat up and turn into a very, very, very pliable cheese sauce. Next up, we're gonna make our mushroom taco meat for these nachos. You can use whatever you want. I'm vegetarian, so I'm doing the mushroom one. So you wanna add a little bit of oil to a saute pan, warm that over a medium-low heat. We're gonna add in our chopped mushrooms and cook those just for a few minutes until they start to like fully get coated and sauteed and start to cook down and sweat a little bit. Once they do that, we're then gonna add in our taco seasoning and make sure that it's fully incorporated and all of the mushrooms are covered in the seasoning. So you want to cook the mushrooms until they reduce down to about half of what they were. Little tip about mushrooms. First off, people say you can't wash mushrooms. You can totally wash mushrooms. That's a myth. You can easily wash mushrooms. But if you buy mushrooms at the store, the first thing you want to do is make sure that you store them properly, because it doesn't take much for mushrooms to go bad in the refrigerator. So you want to take whole mushrooms, put them in a brown paper bag, roll that bag up so it's closed, and then store it in the main compartment of the refrigerator. Mushrooms don't like moisture, so that bag helps keep them dry and will help them last a lot longer. Stored that way, mushrooms can actually last up to a few weeks. So this mushroom taco meat will actually keep for up to 10 days. So you can actually make it ahead of time along with the cheese sauce for whenever you're ready to have these nachos. Just put it in an airtight container in the fridge and yeah, it'll last for about 10 days. So we've made our 1-minute cheese sauce, we've made our mushroom taco meat, so now we're gonna make our bell pepper nachos. So you wanna preheat that oven to 400 degrees. We're gonna take our bell peppers and we're gonna cut them down lengthwise and cut them into quote unquote chips. So the thing here is I recommend using the sweeter peppers, so yellow, orange, red, those are really great bell peppers for this recipe. You can use greens, it's gonna be a little bit more herbaceous if flavor profile wise, so the sweeter ones I think just kind of work a little bit better. So take those bell peppers that you've sliced into chips, we're gonna put them on a quarter-sized baking sheet with the inside of the pepper facing up. That way it'll be kind of like little cups to hold the ingredients. So we're gonna take the mushroom taco meat and we're gonna divide that amongst the bell peppers, and then we're also gonna do the same thing with the shredded cheese. Place the baking sheet in the oven and we're gonna bake it for just 10 minutes, enough to like take the rawness out of that bell pepper and melt the cheese a little bit. Okay, so once those peppers are done baking, take it out of the oven. We're gonna top it off with our 1-minute cheese sauce. We're gonna add in some guacamole, a little bit of salsa, and top it off with some sour cream. And if you made guacamole for this, or you just had guacamole lying around, just to let you know, you can actually freeze guac. So you just want to put it into a freezer bag, remove all of the excess air, and put it in the freezer, and it'll actually keep there for about 3 months. So, I mean, I don't live in a household where guac is ever around very long, but if you happen to, boom, now you know how to keep it around. Just finish off the nachos with some chopped cilantro, and there you go. You have a great keto, gluten-free, plant-forward nachos. I hope you like this as much as I do. If you'd like to cook as much as I do, I release new videos every single week. If there's something that you want to see, drop a comment down below. And hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you guys next time.